team feeling?
I think definitely we know we can play better. I think we got the best goalie in the world. They played well, so credit to them. And I think, I was nervous at the start. I think we played kind of nervous. But hey, we got the win. Good teams find a way to win.
So much was said about their stars coming into that game. What kind of statement do you think the stars on your team made tonight?
Good players are going to make good plays. So our team's got to follow it up. We got the best goalie in the world. We got the best player in the world, in my opinion. So we got to try and slow them down. But when you get into a track meet like that, it's a tough game to play, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What was the message in here after that 6-goal first? What were you guys talking about?
I don't know. Maybe just there wasn't really a message. Honestly, just keep playing. Like I said, I think that track meet style probably suits them better than us. But hey, it shows that we can kind of play that way too. But preferably, I think we all know we'd not like to get into a 7-6 game.
How hard was it to keep it even keel through all the ups and downs?
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Okay. That was a great atmosphere. That's what hockey's about. It was an awesome game to be a part of. It was really fast, and obviously, everyone got to watch that first period where 6 goals. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, I wondered, Gabe, as a new guy who hadn't played in a whiteout in Winnipeg before, just kind of maybe everything you could have imagined and then some.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, it's nice that we won. So great atmosphere, and I'm looking forward to more games here.
Even with 6 goals going in, how can you describe the calming effort that Hellebuck had on your team at the beginning of the game, at the end of the game, at the middle of the game?
I think with him, and it's something that I've learned and tried to establish in my own game, is his mentality is incredible. He's calm. He's always the same. He could give up 5 goals in a period. He's going to keep playing the same way, and he's it's good to see. It's as a forward, as a player up front, you want to see that from your goalie.
How much of your life passed between your eyes when that Adam Lowry shot went off of one post and then the other post?
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, that's crazy play, but we got lucky.
I think you were on the bench for that moment, but did you know that it was in? What was the response?
I didn't know.
No,
we just, obviously we got the little screens there at the bottom of our bench, and they showed it and said good goal, so we all got fired up.
On the subject of Adam Lowry, we see him lead in a lot of different ways. Your take on his 2 goals, but especially that second where it seemed like he almost just powered the puck into the net.
Yeah, that's how he plays. So strong. Tough to play against down low, and he's got that underrated skill. Like that's a really hard play. He puts it under the guy's stick into an area, and then he, like you said, uses his big frame to protect the puck and finish it. But great person and great leader.
The score sheet will say a lot about what Kyle Connor did tonight, but what does that play that he made right before your assist to Scheifele say about his game tonight?
The guy, he plays everywhere. He's just a strong, tough guy to play against. He'll get in on the forecheck, and then obviously he'll do his dancing with the puck, which is pretty cool to see. It's incredible that I get to play with 2 guys like that. They're so smart and make plays.
So more of the same game too?
I don't know. We'll see. I can't tell you.
What do you think your power play tonight, Gabe?
Power play. What do we get? What do we go? I don't know. What do we go? 1 for 3?
1 for sure.
1 for 2? Yeah. I mean, the percentage isn't bad. I think we had some chances. I think we had some good chances. Even the other unit had some good chances on that power play in the second. Yeah, we scored there with KC. Yeah, that's right. So it's good. Hey, you got to score on the power play. Their power play went 2 for 2, right? So we got to make sure that when you get those opportunities, you got to capitalize.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
What a hockey game, huh?
Entertainment.
We were riding the same roller coaster everybody else was there. crazy.
How do you put a finger on just how that developed? Because you guys have been such a good defensive team this year. Did you just get caught up in something, or?
I mean, I guess we proved we can score. We can score goals too, but yeah, man, oh man, that's not us. I mean, we got to be way better here in game 2. I mean, tip our cap to us. I mean, you know, a Stanley Cup playoff win is a Stanley Cup playoff win. We'll take it for sure, but you know, credit them. They played really well. I think we were, you know, we were solid for most of the game. You know, obviously capitalized on our chances, and I think we saw our forecheck, and when we were able to get pucks in, you know, they've got so much talent and skill. When they have to play in their own zone, that's where we want to try and keep them.
Is that draining to play in a game like that? Emotional and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about playoffs, and I think for our group, we've got a lot of guys that have played playoff games to be able to understand that you win one game and you feel like you can win the Stanley Cup, you know, and then you lose one game and sometimes you feel like it's over, and I think it's managing that stuff. You know, everything that just happened here over the past 60 minutes is done. We got a huge win for our group. You know, we're obviously going to watch and talk about some things tomorrow, and just got to come home and be better in game 2.
How much was nerves, you think, or is it going to be that hard to contain their speed and skill?
I mean, they're a team that basically all season has been talked about as a Stanley Cup favorite, right? They've got one of the best players in the world, a bunch of superstars. You know, they're a good team, credit them, but we're confident in the depth we've gotten here. We're confident in the way that we can defend. You know, I think for us, we know we can be a lot better in certain areas, but you know, at the end of the day, we're happy to get the win.
Brendan, what's your take on the game that Adam Lowry had? Obviously, the 2 big goals, but just seemed to kind of put the team on his shoulders in a lot of ways.
It's our captain, man. He's a gamer. You know, the physicality, plays against the top guys every night. You know, sometimes when our group doesn't have it, it seems that he's able to kind of pull us into the fight, and you know, I think that's when we're on top of our game. We're physical. We're hard to play against. We've got the puck in their zone. We're grinding down. We're, you know, changing the other team, and you know, I think he's the first guy to be able to do that for us.
When you see him score a goal like that second one, where he just kind of raw power, right, takes it to the net, it's got to really excite the bench.
Yeah, I mean, he's. I see him practice all the time. I get to go against him, and you know, for a guy that's so, you know, so defensive first, he's got a lot of skill too, and you know, I think he's been awesome for us all year. That entire line is you know, it's basically our identity line. They're you know, they can score offensively for us, and at the same time defending against the top line. So I thought our forwards, and I think as a group tonight, we you know, we bent and we didn't break.
Did you think it crossed the line, that one?
Which one?
The second one.
Well, I was on the bench, so I was able to get a view of it, and
Yeah.
we were able to see it, and it was obviously huge for our group to get it.
Brendan, how do you guys settle things down when the shots were 11-1 at one point? How do you get things settled down?
Yeah, just talk about it. I mean, they're a team that, you know, they sling a lot of pucks. The Nichushkins, the Rantanens, the Woods. I mean, they got some big guys, and they go to the net. And, you know, they create chaos that way. We see how we scored some of our goals, and you know, JMO's first one, just firing it on net and getting bodies there, and you know, they obviously scored a couple of those ones too. So I think that's the thing with a team as talented as Colorado is for us. We want to take away the middle. We want to take away the, you know, the important ice, and you know, when you got players as talented as them, it's not necessarily you're going to eliminate all their chances. You're just going to try and cut those down and you know, limit them as much as we can. So you know, it's going to be a tough challenge. It's going to be a long series, and we just got to be ready for game 2.
Brendan, I think this is your first home
One more,
win
guys.
as a Jet in the playoffs. So what can you say about the crowd and the response to it?
Sorry?
I think this is your first home win in front of this crowd in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
playoffs.
yeah.
What can you say about their performance and
Yeah.
their response to your win?
I think we heard them all the way from Donald Street there. We heard them all the way from True North Square, and you know, I think you know, as a young Canadian kid, getting to watch the Whiteouts, and now to be a part of Winnipeg here, and last year obviously was a lot of fun to get a taste of it. But to get a win, to feel good, to not have my neighbors all over me when I get home tomorrow, will be nice.
More of the same game, too?
What's that? Yeah. I mean, if as long as we've got more goals than they do, we'll take it game 2.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Brendan.
looking at the replay now, I'm like, why was I so confident? But coming back to the bench, they seem to think it was pretty conclusive, pretty solid right away. So you never know, though. It's a little tense waiting for the confirmation, but it was nice that it just got enough.
Kyle, how would you assess the game overall for your group?
Yeah, I mean, we got the win. It's maybe not the way we drew it up, 7-6 game, but sometimes you just got to play that game that's in front of you. It kind of turned into a bit of a track meet there. We know we got better. Maybe a little nervous energy to start for us. And I think we, once we start getting going, we can show that, obviously our depth is really key. I think all lines contributed, and we just kept rolling them over. And, we created a lot off the forecheck as well. Pressure in their D, turning the puck over. So just a little more of that for sure.
I was wondering if it was nerves or if their speed and talent is that hard to contain.
I think they had a great game plan off the start. Not that we did it, but I think they executed it a little better. They just played it simple, got it in, and could have been. Can't speak for everybody in the room, but we're a pretty veteran team, and I think we were able to, no matter what got thrown at us tonight, we were able to sit back and focus on that next shift.
Adam, your thoughts just on the style of game and how much it has to change, if at all, for you guys?
Well, I don't think Bones is going to be preaching 7-6. So, I think the start, they had a great start. Maybe a little nervous energy. We were excited getting the white out and having home ice and getting to play in front of our fans. And, I think just moving the puck, we didn't get the puck through the neutral zone early. Helly had to make some big saves. But, we were able to settle in. I think it's just, we gave them some easy offense early, and we'll have to make some adjustments on the penalty kill, 6-on-5, things like that. But, I think we got to do a better job just staying on top of their speed. They come through the neutral zone so well. They have an active back end, and they generate a lot there. So, just F3 got caught a few times. Pucks inside the blue line, ours and theirs. It gave them some of those chances that a little uncharacteristic for our group. So it's a great team over there. They scored a lot of goals. We know they've got great offensive talent. So we're happy with the result. I think both teams still have areas that they'll want to clean up, though.
Adam, this is a night where the final stats probably don't look great for him, but is this a night where the value of a Connor Hellebuck certainly shines, especially maybe early in that game when the shot clock was pretty lopsided?
Yeah, I actually was talking to Eric about that. I think, his stats aren't going to jump out at you, but, Bones always says timely saves, and, the goalies are like, oh, save's a save. But, I think the start, especially early on, they're shooting us 10-11-1. He makes some saves, but he swallows up some pucks where he's allows us to catch our breath. I think he gives up 6, two are on the power play, one's with the net empty, so it kind of skews his stat line a little bit. But he's been our MVP. He should get consideration for the Hart. He's had such an amazing year. He's so important for our team. So another solid game for Helly. So no concerns there.
I just wanted to ask you about, you did see a lot of Nathan McKinnon's line. How did you think your line did in terms of keeping those guys in check and obviously chipping in some offense of your own?
The offense was nice. I think anytime you can get some against those guys, it's gravy. It's what we gave up. I think we spent a lot of time on our end, and we gave some up off the rush. I think I look back at that first shift in the third period where he rings one off the post. They get some chances like that. So with that being, I think we want to spend a little more time in their zone. Where I'm down on the cycle, I think there's going to be some tweaks, and maybe at some times in the game we were a little tentative. We were trying to be so cautious that we were over top that we were late on the forecheck, and anytime you're late on the forecheck, you allow some easy outlet passes, and that's where their speed can really hurt you. So just some quicker reads, I think, it kind of is where our line will look to be a little better in game 2.
Kyle, on Adam's second goal where it goes one post, the other post, the other post, where were you? Were you on the bench at that moment, and how much time in your life passed as that puck was going back and forth?
How much time in my life?
Some real philosophical questions
for
game 1.
really, I mean, our video guy had it up right away, and it was pretty quick. We all started celebrating pretty quick, and that's probably when Adam saw the bench get all excited, and when you right away, you can see there's. I mean, you guys saw the look, the sliver of the puck kind of turns on its side. And you don't see that very often, going post to post and puck turning like that. So a bit of a fortunate bounce, but we'll take them.
Yeah. And Adam, obviously you've seen Kyle score so many goals in the NHL, but also that super heavy play takes the puck away from the defenseman to kickstart. I think it was Velarde to Scheifele for the goal, if I remember this right. But taking the puck away on the forecheck, I mean, obviously
That was in the first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like 13 goals ago. I think that's an underrated part of Casey's game. He's not the biggest guy. He's not going to run you over on the forecheck, but he does such a good job with his speed and his reads, getting into the guy's hands, turning pucks over, kind of moving the puck, allowing the next guy to make that play. So, it was real heads-up play, real great play. I think, when we talk about impacting plays on the forecheck, everyone doesn't have to run through the defenseman. It's about disrupting and, trying to create those turnovers, and he does a really good job at it. And the two goals, they were huge for us as well.
Kyle, I wonder if there's something that you can see or explain in Adam's game once the postseason arrives that would potentially explain the kind of results that he's been getting for a while now in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think his game speaks for itself, through the regular season. Just plays the right way. 200-foot game, gets to the net. Smart player, you see it. That's why he's our captain. He leads by example, and obviously a big voice in there. And some pretty good hands around the net. You guys saw that tonight, so translates very well. And we're lucky to have him.
And I guess just the last one, going into that game, everyone knows how dangerous their stars can be. I wonder what kind of pride you take in your stars, really having had, the elevation that they had in this game today.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you want to play the game. You want to play against the best and showcase, at the highest stage. Every one of us, I think we got a really deep team. Anybody can kind of contribute like that. And, it's part of the fun of it. We battle all season to get in this position, and, you got to enjoy it. You got to relish the pressure that comes with it. And, it's, you want to come through for your team and do it for yourself during these moments.
Thanks, guys.
Rick, in the back here, your players, up here said they doubt you'll be preaching to continue on with the 7-6 games in the series. I think we know that. But I wonder for you, in a game that turned into the track meet, you didn't want it to, the fact that your team was able to pull through and win it with the elevation from the stars that you did, what do you take away from that?
Listen, we'll never complain about a win, especially this time of year. So we're very happy to get that win, and understanding that there's areas that we're going to be better, and we will. There's things we're going to clean up. It wasn't exactly how we drew it up, but if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. Our top guys, their top guys took over. Our top guys took over. It wasn't. It was just the type of game that it evolved into, and then you you play it out, and we found a way to get the win, so we'll take it.
The things you're talking about cleaning up, is it like a long laundry list, or is it just maybe a couple themes that need some tweaking?
It's a couple of specific things we can clean up, and there's we'll just need some better performances too. So those things will be addressed. We'll clean it up. We'll be better on next game. We'll be better Tuesday.
Sorry, just one more. Just Adam Lowry and the elevation you've seen from him. I know you get what you want from him the entire season, but he seems to take another level in the playoffs, especially in his offensive game. What do you see from him that allows him to do that?
Well, again, he's been a great leader for the team on and off the ice. So he was a great choice for captain. But again, he loves these challenges. He's going up against one of the best players in the world, not necessarily the league, but the world, in Nate. So he loves those challenges, and he takes his game to another level. The intensity is always there. It was certainly there tonight, and it's nice to see him get rewarded with a couple of goals because he worked incredibly hard. And that you're playing against the McKinnon line, you're going to have to work very, very hard, and you're going to have to be very, very smart. And Adam did those things for us tonight.
Rick, the MO of a good hockey team is the ability to obviously win a lot of different ways and styles. Normally giving up 6 would be a recipe for disaster in the playoffs. So what does it say about your group that you can survive a game where you give up 6?
Yeah, we were resilient tonight. We found a way. The goals we gave up in the first were a little too easy for them. Well, we kind of gave them those goals. So, but we also recognized it, and that's very, very important that we recognized. Okay, that was on us. Let's clean these things up. We cleaned them up in the second period for the most part, and then they took it to another level in the third, and we knew that was going to come, and we bent a little. We broke a couple of times, but again, give the guys credit. We found a way to win a game that wasn't structured. It wasn't played out the way it was supposed to be structured. Right. So find a way, and we'll take that every day.
And my second question is more about you talked in the past about how you're a fan of watching great players and great hockey. You've been in this game a long time. Is there any part of a game like this where a little part of Rick Bowness is sitting back thinking this is fun, this is crazy?
I didn't have time tonight.
Yeah.
there was too much going on at both ends. But listen, again, they've got some elite players over there, and they are fun to watch. They are. I mean, but you can't get caught up in that, right? In these games, maybe in October, but not now. And it's an on-ice awareness. They're on the ice, and you want to make sure you've got the right guys on the ice with them. And as we mentioned, listen, McKinnon's line plays so much, one line's not going to do it. So Mark's line was out there, some with them, and Sean's line was out there sometimes with them. And there's just certain things we're going to clean up.
Rick, when a game has a personality like this game had, like it was a wild one, right? It was a roller coaster. Is there anything you can do to nudge it towards a more calm, organized way, or do you have to just ride it out?
You got to ride it out sometimes. They're playing hard, and the puck's bouncing everywhere. You look at their sticks goal, it's going off sticks and shoulders, and there's things that we can't control. That happens, so you got to ride it out in those situations. There's other situations that it was self-inflicted problems that we can fix.
The guy said that you guys had a pretty clear video review of Adam's goal early, but when you watch it go off one post and then the other, I mean, what in the world's going through your mind in that moment?
Yeah, well, fortunately, we did get a quick review. Matt and James were in their room, and they got it up there quickly, and I looked down, and I see this puck rolling on its edge inside the line. Okay, it's in. Take it and run.
The things you want to clean up, mainly D zone or neutral or a little bit of everything?
No, it's all 3 zones, and puck management and all 3 zones. When they're carrying the puck in like they were tonight, then we're clearly off our game. And if you turn the puck over, your structure's going to break down like right away. So it's puck management, and it's just a little more about playing the right way at the right time.
Last one.
Despite giving up 6 goals, what influence do you think Connor Hellebuck had on the outcome?
Huge. Huge. You're not tagging any of those goals on him. Some of them had seeing eyes. Some of them were bouncing all over the place. So some of them were just dead giveaways on our part. So you're not hanging any of those on him. that could have been worse, right? So seriously, I mean, we don't give up that many chances. We don't give up that many shots, and Connor had to play a lot better, and he made a lot of big saves at the right time, which he always does. I'm not hanging any of those goals on him.
Rick, just how would you describe the effort from Alex Iafallo tonight? Seemed like one of his best games of
Well,
the
you
year.
saw him making a big block shot, and I was trying to get that line out there a little bit more because they had scored, but just the rotations and everything, we didn't get them out. But Alex plays the same way every night, and right wing, left wing, he just goes out and plays them as hard as he can. Thanks.